It's Mega.
Well, hello. We are kind of just jumping straight into this one, guys, but, yeah. So, last video, we discussed how I'd be making the EMD F7. See, I kind of reordered my, thing here. So, yeah, here's the Class 08 Shunter. It's a British train. And here's the GEVO, or GE Evolution series that you saw. I kinda figured out that I don't really think you enter the train through here. And basically through this door right here, instead of a bathroom, I think it kind of just goes all the way throughout this train. You know, the engine room. Pretty sure it's like that, because I know for sure on this, you do. And here it is. The EMD F7. Look at this thing. I think it turned out very well. It's only 219 blocks. Very low amount of blocks, indeed. I used a lot of blocks, a lot of small, skinny blocks, and tried to give them this curvy design. And I just think the front of the train turned out so well. The top wasn't really that hard to make. The back is definitely the worst part. It looks terrible at the back. But, hey, I got kind of lazy. I do like this, though, how I added all this stuff. It's an E unit. I even added the Rio Grande. I gave it a number. So let's show you the inside. Let's start from the back. We're in the engine room, because, I'd assume, we got these two doors and stuff. But yeah, basically the BNSF, GE Evolution series. It should have, like, an engine room like this. But anyway, you got a generator, you got the engine, you got, like, fans, vents, wires, something for the wheels, whatever this is, that, I mean, there's just stuff everywhere in here, Then, yeah, you head up these stairs into this room, and yeah, here is the inside. Why is it all a dark green on the inside? Well, that's just the color I managed to find for the inside. Of course, the doors, you can't really get them. You can't really get them the side you want. It's kind of unsatisfying, but yeah, this is the inside. It's got this little border here. So yeah, this is that's to drive. These are the brakes. This is to start it. Maybe it's not very loud, but still, you should hear that. Go throughout the train. It even gets this running. Doesn't start running the generator, because I just don't want that sound. Anyway. And then if we come over here, so this is the horn. Holy crap, that's loud. If we look at the top of the train, it's got two horns right here, but, I mean, yeah, look at the front of this thing. It just looks so cool. I really like how I added, like, two little fuel things, and then this is where you actually put in the fuel. I really like that detail. There's some things on the side of the train that I'm missing for sure, but, all these ladders you can climb up. They're not super easy to climb up, but you can climb them. So this right one right here is the windshield wipers, I think. Which, yeah, these are the only windshield wipers here. But, yeah, look at that. Kinda weird. Okay, you're gonna make me going through the door. Well, I'm lazy. I want to teleport. Anyway, undo that. This is the lights. There's only 3 lights on the train at the very front. There's this big one, then there's these 2 smaller ones. Very bright, indeed. Oh, man. You just really want me to go through this door, don't you? But, yeah, very bright lighting, indeed. Yeah, I think this build turned out very well, especially knowing that it's not even that many blocks. Yeah, it's... I mean, here's the thing. I still think the GE Evolution series... I still think this train turned out much better. I mean, this thing looks much better from the front and kind of from the front, counting the side. Looks much better than this. I just really like the color orange. That's kind of mainly why I wanted this, but, you know. I like this one because I just like its overall design. I might have made it too much of like a banana yellow, but still. I think we did pretty good. But yeah, that's two really good train builds that I made all myself. I mean, the Class 08 is only 114 blocks. So that means, so I don't really render it as that good. I think it still looks pretty cool. You know, with all the vents everywhere. Kind of the skinny door that you can, you know, fit through. How do I, wait, what? Okay, okay, well that's a bad design right there. You know, this extra window. Can't start it. What's the horn? I mean, yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. I really like trains. Oh my gosh, my ears. I just randomly really like them. Now, I know a lot of EMD F7s you see have like this extra coach at the back that kind of just looks like the train without the front, basically, without all the doors. It's like this weird little, like, works coach at the back. I didn't want to include that. Why? Because I don't think it's necessary. I just really don't. But yeah, I really think this build turned out very well. In my opinion, I'd say it's like a 9 at... In my opinion, I'd say it's like probably a 9 out of 10. With the GE Evolution series being probably like a 10 out of 10, maybe. Like, it's just so good looking. Like, look at this, like, look at these vents back here. I mean, you know, the inside of it's not accurate. I mean, first of all, I don't think this would normally be a door you could enter. And yeah, well, I mean, what's with all the beds and stuff, man? You add a big, beefy engine room. I mean, that block was needed, but yeah, this big, beefy engine room. And the bathroom could just be, like, on the sides or something. Yeah, here's a little bit of lore for y'all. Oh my gosh, that is so loud. But here's a little bit of lore for you guys, or, I don't know. So, the EMD F7, this was, like, basically America's most iconic train, basically. I mean, we use this for a long time. This thing is just something America has been known for, but the reason why we don't use it anymore is because there's a lot of issues with, like, vision and stuff. Like, here, let's go inside of the train, right? So these windows are already a little bit hard to see. I mean, you know, the yellow is kind of there, but these windows are still kind of hard to see out of because they're not really that big. But, if you're reversing the train, you can't see anything behind you. You just can't. You can't see anything behind you. You have to, like, do something stupid. It's just, like, looking all the way back there. But I assume the inside of a real one of these isn't gonna look exactly like this. But yeah, you just can't see when you're going backwards. Seeing out the sides is kind of hard. The GE Evolution series is kind of just a stronger and better train, and it has better vision because, well, you know, it's skinnier at the back, you know. You have, like, this window to the sides, you know. You're just going with the speed. Well, this is normally a window, but, you know, like, up. I mean, you know, you could do stuff like that. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry if y'all are, like, deaf at the end of this, but... Gosh, dang, that's loud. Yeah, normally you'd probably see one of these things as like a Santa Fe train, or maybe even a Union Pacific, F unit. But, yeah, I mean, it's overall just a very big achievement to me. Why is that so loud? I'm not even sure if I've shown you this build yet. Maybe I have in some video. I don't really think I have. But this is basically a build that I made. I call it Meat Chicken's House. Yeah, they should basically make it kind of like a game in, like, Chicken, like another mode or something. Maybe not, maybe a fan-made game, like some on Roblox or something, but basically, it's like a mix of the game Arthur's Nightmare and Granny. It's kind of both of those in the same game. So, you know, you basically just get knocked out, whatever. You wake up on this bed just right here. You know, you're in this old sketchy house. There's 4 different ways to escape, basically. So you have this front door right here, which, you know, you can do all the locks and stuff. Like, this requires a bit, and then like something needs to be dialed in like the backyard through that door, and then a generator all the way upstairs needs to be tinkered with the wire and stuff, basically, to get that going. You know, there's a lot of stuff, and then you can also escape through the window by, like, prying this wire and, like, blowing it up, but either way, you still make it to there. This has less locks on it, though. This has, like, 4, and I think this is 5. Yeah, basically, I have this area right here, you know. So you have this door right here that goes into this room. We'll save this for later. This heads outside. So we'll just, you know, remove the locks. We'll save this for later, too. But yeah, this heads outside. And then, you know, we'll save down there for later. Yeah, basically, this is outside. You gotta bust the camera to open these. You know, let's just say, oh, we hit the camera with a hammer. Busted that, and then you need a pry bar to pry this open. Let's just get rid of it for now. Yeah, over here, you can just move this off. Go into here, you have this giant thing. I don't mind down there. You know, here's what I made as the pry bar. Then you have these weird 2 garage doors you can look for items. You know, that's a wheel crank looking thing. You know, you got the kitchen. You know, he's Meat Chicken, right? So, of course, he's gonna have meat in there. He's even gonna have, like, a chicken leg there. Some more meats in the fridge, you know. Kind of weird, right? If he's Meat Chicken, then why does he have chicken? This is the generator cable. That's needed. Safe keys up here. If you notice this ladder, that ladder is what gets you up to that ceiling fan to grab the safe key. Let's take a quick look at the basement. So yeah, there's what I made to be the hammer. And here's a little garage door which opens up to these 2 gates, or that wheel crank we saw earlier. We need, you know, something for this. This wall gets blown out by dynamite, which we'll get. This can be busted with a hammer. Quite, you know, interesting how that's right there. Normally there's a car in here, but you can't really save cars. But, you know, there's this, and then, you know, there's just an extra key there for something. Save that for later. Go in here, and then there's a key in there. Anyway, yeah, there's just a room right there. Go up the stairs. You know, so yeah, we've kind of just been all around this house so far, you know. Look up here. Kind of just stuff going on everywhere, really. Kind of a bad design there, but yeah, you've seen basically everywhere. You know, we've seen the basement. let's head upstairs. Upstairs is this sketchy area. So this is like his bedroom, but you know, like the wall's broken. And you got blood in here, and here's a shotgun. Hee. Pretty handy. So what makes the game like Arthur's Nightmare is that when you like, you know, go up to doors, you have this little Resident Evil style animation, then you just go through the door. In Arthur's Nightmare, you have like a tracker to see where Arthur is. If you open a door and, you know, he's right in that room, then that means he'll get you. He never goes in the room you're in. And basically, that's how Meat Chicken would be. Except you don't have a tracker, you just have to listen for, like, footsteps or, like, scratching or knocking. So, yeah, there's just, like, or, you know, noise. It's just like, yeah, oh, he's right there, you know? And you lose. You know, there'd be other characters and stuff. Here's where you put that wheel crank. What that, like, wheel crank we saw behind that garage door does is that it opens this, like, gate. And then it also opens the two things down in the basement. Here's the bathroom, obviously. There's a little remote. Kind of made the roof a little bit bad. This button opens this door. This is the safe. That's supposed to be a screwdriver. This goes into the, you know, bedroom. This goes outside, kind of, in a balcony. You can go up here, and here's where you'll find your dynamite. There's a little bit of a glitch where you can just walk across here. So yeah, if you like turned off jumping or something, well, first of all, you wouldn't ever be able to, oh, well, I guess you can, but yeah, you can just kind of cheat it. Up here is an even higher floor, or upstairs even more. There's a little thing you unscrew. There's the bit for the thing downstairs. You can go up here, here's the generator. Here's a little tramp. It's just like, ooh, donuts, I want. Oh, I thought it was a key. Oh, I want donuts. Oh, that sucks. You can actually get out of here yourself if you can just. And there we go. See? You can free yourself. Gosh. Okay, well, anyway. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting build, is it not? I'm gonna turn off outline selection. It makes it a little bit hard to see. Oh wait, hold on. There you go. It's a little hard to see things. Let's go into camera mode, but yeah, I mean, just look at this. Look at this monstrosity. It's quite interesting. I don't know, guys. Are my builds goated or what? Alright, let's finally go to the sewer. Go through. Come on. Man, I messed this up. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to, I think I made this thing a little low. No. There it is. But yeah, I mean, basically, I think you can still fit through. It's just really hard to. But yeah, now we're in the sewer, basically, yeah. So this leads, you know, back into the garage. This little elevator thing. You pull that, and you go up here. There's that key. And now we are in this room. Yep. It's locked from the inside. That's where that goes. It's weird how the sewer goes upstairs. And now, yeah, the trap door is right here. You know. It's just like, oh no, I fell. Now you're in the creepy sewer. So yeah, this thing goes to the sewer door, so you can escape through the car. You can escape through the car, the front door, the window. I think I can damage blocks on or not. Okay, I think I can just beat up this little. Yeah. Don't need to turn off camera mode. But anyway, yeah. We can, you know, kind of look over here. Basically, that's the whole sewer, but anyway, over here, yeah, we got this little thing right here. All you need to do is just get off these planks, disable the power to make the gate go away, and then use a screwdriver to get that. So yeah, creative build, или нет. Or, that's Russian for, or not. Or actually, no, it's for, or no. My bad. But anyway, yeah, I mean, am I just a pro builder? Or it's just, I mean, I don't know, man. I've seen better builds, you know, like honestly, like this delivery truck. Where is it? I do have the back rooms. I think I should probably upload that, like another one, but where is the delivery truck? I swear. Maybe I went past it. I think I went way past it, actually. What? No, where is it? Here it is. But yeah, I mean, this isn't my build, but I got it from just someone random, but I mean, there's like 400 blocks in this or something crazy. I mean, like, what? Like, this build is actually insanely good. It's just crazy. And then, like, this bus, too. Like, this thing just also looks super good. Yet again, not mine. This excavator is not that... Oh my gosh, my ears. It's not that many blocks, but it's still not my build. I think it still looks pretty cool. Is this a light? Yeah, there's a light. But, yeah. Well, see you later, guys. Cue the outro.